quick review here of Pantera. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. It's going to be a really quick review because I'm cold and I want to get home. But what I liked about this film, I liked when he introduces Jared Butler's character to that girl. And she's really hot too. He's like supermodel. I'm like, yeah, fucking supermodel. She's hot. And fucking, he says to him, like, what did he say? Oh, we met in prison. Because she said, oh, how do you know him? How do you know this guy? And he's like, oh, we met in prison. And he's like, gay cruise, actually. And I like, it's a funny way that he breaks the ice. And it definitely like sets the tone of this guy kind of like, he's kind of out of pocket. He's a little out of pocket. He's a little out there. They tell him, I don't know what their idea was with this, getting him to go to the club and getting him high or drunk. To me, it sounded like they were going to put him through some sort of test, but I'm not sure what the test exactly was. But, how do you call, yeah, they do that. They take him out there, and what do you call, oh my God, what was I thinking about? They take him out there, and oh my God, what was I thinking? Fuck, what was I thinking about? They take him out there, and they get him high. They give him hashish, right? So I guess maybe like Turkish marijuana. I'm not sure really what hashish is. I want to say it's like hash. I want to say it's marijuana, but maybe a particular strand. And but they say it's laced with pixie dust, or it's laced with some shit. And he says, oh, you ever tried E before? I'm like, ecstasy? What, so it's laced with ecstasy? I don't know what it was, but he gets in his whole mindset, but the drugs, like, kind of bring him close to the group in a way, and they, like, get really close. And especially with the other American guy, because they also have that shared thing in common. They're both Americans, and they're in Europe. So it's like, I did think in my head, there's, like, that shared camaraderie when you have somebody of a similar ethnic background to yourself. And so, like, yeah, no shit that but, the first indicator that something was up was when that cop saw him, and he goes up to him. They kind of hit the heads a little bit. They're arresting him, but obviously they let him go. They let him walk away. Like, okay, now nobody's getting arrested tonight. Just walk away, walk it off. That's it, go. I thought maybe when they rode the scooters, they would have apprehended them. Maybe you're not allowed to drive the scooter drunk, but I guess you are allowed to do that. I don't know. I guess you are allowed to do that. So fuck it, right? But what was I thinking of in my head? What was I thinking of in my head? I was thinking of something. Fuck. I can't really think right now. But, what was I thinking of? What was I thinking? I can't even... My mind's a little blank. This review is going to be so ass this time around. It's like 10:50. I have to get driving home here in a minute. But what was I thinking of in my head? Den of Thieves 2. I like how it ends, the music that they put at the end. I like that the mafia, it's the Italian mafia from Sardinia. I don't know if maybe Sardinia it's a little different versus if it's from Sicily or another place in Italy. But how do you call? And this is an important fact, because the one time when he says they're fucking, like when he says it was that when you were fucking with me, was all that the whole time? And he's like, not the whole time. And he said, oh, so that part, that was real? And he's like, yeah. And he was referring to the mafia part. The part where the mafia came in and killed the two guys. It was Mako and some other dude, because he was hitting on that scene where he gets high, he was hitting on his ex-girlfriend. He didn't like that. They got in a fight. They didn't like him to begin with. They didn't even like the other American guy to begin with. So I guess with this second American guy, it really was like, fuck, I'm kind of sick of these American fucks coming into our business. But yeah, the mafia guys killed them right in that moment, because obviously they can't die. They have plot armor. They can't die. But it was also cool. The one scene we see in the trailer where the car flips over because he shoots the driver. Jared Butler shoots the driver of that one car, and that's when it eliminates them. But it turns out Mako and the other dude that were part of the group, and originally the Panther group, they're in the second car. So the first car hits, is out, and the second car comes in. It's actually just them in the car. It's no everybody else in that car. And we know they got to do something, because we see in the film, early in that film, we see, how do you call, what was I going to say in my head? We see them, fuck, what was I thinking of? What What was I thinking of in my head? I can't even think right now. We see them like getting guns. They're gonna pour and they're loading up guns, and they're like, "Yeah, I guess we're gonna go and we're gonna shoot these fucking guys." But this movie was good. I liked it. It's solid. It keeps you entertained throughout. The guy, I like that we see that he's in the church with the two children of his, and then when he's standing there smoking, he sees him going off in the distance with the woman, and you immediately get the picture. Okay, divorce. There's a divorce happening. I thought maybe in the beginning of the film that there was a divorce happening, but I guess actually it was because he's like pissed and he takes a ring off and he hits it, he throws it away and he breaks the air thing that's not working, the hand drying thing. And I thought for sure, like, oh my god, maybe he's going through a divorce right now, but I don't think so. Or maybe he was. And then he has like the stripper girl that I guess it's for a reference in the first film, and it was obviously shady from the beginning. So like, okay, he's a dirty cop. But maybe we established that in the first film. I'd never seen the first one, so I don't actually know if he was a dirty cop in the first film. But he's a bad cop in some sense, right? He's not a good cop, and and it shows. What else can I say? There's so many things I can say about this film. The setting is beautiful, right? Southern France to northern Italy, this whole coastal region. We're in Nice for a good amount of the film, but we also travel around, and like, oh, it's just beautiful. It's nicely shot. It's pretty. I like the girl character. And I like when she said, like, don't fuck me over. She says, don't fuck this, right? But then she says again, and she reiterates, don't fuck me over personally. And that part was her saying, like, don't be like a rat. But we turned out he was a rat. And he says to, whatever that dude's name was, like, as a cop, he says, like as a cop, I can never not be a cop. Like, the tiger can't change its stripes. But we get a text at the end of the film, because, like, the dude, he gets saved by the Italian mafia again, because he tells him, like, I want to know who... You stole my diamond originally. And that was impressive. And then you got it back. I kidnapped you guys, threw you in the water, and I told you you better get it back, or else. Because, like, and Jared Butler tells him, like, these mafia guys, they don't give a fuck. They kill families. They'll kill your kids. These people are a different breed of criminal. They don't give a flying fuck. And he said for a second, I'm out of this. I'm done with this. Holy shit, this is actually serious. You got these guys involved? This is serious. And so when he tells him, like, if I wanted you dead, I could have killed you a long time ago. He's like, yeah, no shit, you could have killed me a long time ago. You really, you mean it when you said that. You really mean it when you said that. And so he says to him, like, what's next, right? Because at that point, that promotion, because basically it's kind of like a promotion, right? I saved you from going to jail. At that point, you cannot tell me you're not going to help me out with this. Like, it's not happening. You cannot tell me that. But this movie was good. I like this movie a lot. This movie was really good. Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. Definitely check it out. That's been my review. My half-assed, terrible review. I'm sorry. This one's kind of all over the place. But thank you for listening.